Peace, love, and black empowerment. You are tuned into the Mile High News Channel, Denver's first station for news and entertainment that is for us and by us. With your host, Noble Turner, Sharif Aline, Chairman Sekou, and Jesse Paris. Welcome. Peace, love, and black empowerment. Welcome back to Mile High News, family. As always, I just want to thank you guys for the love and support. Thank you for the donations to the Unity community. We're on GoFundMe now. Facebook only has a 90-day fundraiser. And then when I tried to take it back out, they told me no because it doesn't go with their community standards. So whatever on that, we still going to get it. We still been doing it. We've put in some more fence posts. That's our main job right now. That's what we're doing. So we got a few of those left to get. Thank you to you guys. You guys just purchased all 40 of the land posts that we bought. And you're going to be purchasing a chicken coop. So we're looking into that too. Start raising some chickens and some goats and, you know what I'm saying, getting back to our roots and stuff. And first I just want to speak on respect tonight, fam. And what it is about respect, I have a lot of people telling me, I don't care if, other people don't respect us as a people. I don't care. We don't need their respect. And the plain and simple fact is we do, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because respect is everything, especially here in America, And a lot of people think it's respect to where we all bowing down, yes, master, and stuff. No, we talking about the respect that we can earn from having our own, because, even in our society, in our communities, you know what I'm saying? Our queens, they respect somebody who got something for themselves, right? Ain't that right, queens? I know y'all do. In any situation, in anything, if you don't have respect, then whatever's going on, you're not going to get or you're not going to obtain because that person don't respect you. Then, you know what I'm saying, you don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to create some respect for us. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, people think respect is nothing, but in this society, respect is everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why they're killing us out here. You know what I'm saying? That's even like China. You know what I'm saying? They got respect like a mug because at first it was the China virus, right? It was the China coronavirus, or coronavirus, I shouldn't say corona. It was them, but they have so much respect that they flipped the narrative. And who they flipped the narrative to? They flipped the narrative to the people who don't have any, which is who? Us. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that goes in any situation, man. So that's what we're trying to do with the Unity community. We're trying to create some respect for our people because I'm going for an old saying that says, a man is not a man unless he stands on his own land. You know what I'm saying? I forget where I got that from, but, that's true, man. We don't have anything as a whole people. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any major industries. We don't have any major factories that are, straight for us and ran by us, owned and operated by us. You know what I'm saying? And, there are small ones here and there, but what major entity of business, of economic stability do we have? And that's nothing, man. That's because the main reason why that is we don't have any communities to ourselves. We don't have, and everybody thinks when I say community, I'm talking about, a couple of blocks. No, a neighborhood is different from a community, fam. You know what I'm saying? A neighborhood has, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I got some homeboys that are Crips. And they're from, they're from 8 Trey Hoover. And people don't even know who that street is named after. That street is named after J. Edgar Hoover, the main one who, killed Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and, not killed him personally, but, they sent out the hit. He's the creator of COINTELPRO, fam. And you got your hood, you out here, and like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect. I don't want nobody coming after me, cuz he tripping. But, you know what I'm saying? It's true, man. It's true. You know what I'm saying? And they see that. They see everything that we're doing wrong, fam. It's just that we don't. You know what I'm saying? We are a powerful people that can, you know what I'm saying, that can build, but the only thing is we're not building for us. We're building for them. So good and damn well that we can build for ourselves if we've got everything. We built the White House. The same place that the orange-haired guys in there talking stuff and doing crazy stuff. We built the house we built that bed that he's sleeping on. You know what I'm saying? Them hallways that he walked down. So why come we can't do that for ourselves, man? And that's exactly what I'm trying to do, man. And like I said, go back to respect. If we don't gain any respect, it's gonna keep on happening. And we got our sister Melly Queen coming in next, and me and her were having a conversation earlier this week, and she was saying, how she she can't help but to get mad and angry and frustrated because of all this killing that's going on. And I do too, fam. But I've really elevated to the not elevated, but I've really gone to the fact that what I'm saying, it's gonna keep happening until we separate ourselves and get to our own. Until we get to our own, to where we are able to defend ourselves, if not anything else. You know what I'm saying? Especially, economically. Economics creates respect. And that, I'm going back to that. If you don't have any respect, then, you know what I'm saying, you don't have anything, man. You don't have anything in this life. And that's why we don't get anything. That's why when we try to stand up, they don't care. They literally saying to us, fam, what you gonna do? And what is our answer? We're just gonna march and hell no, we won't go and all that stuff. That is it's old, fam. And no disrespect to any of the elders and stuff. But some of the elders are still out here doing the same stuff they were doing 40, 50 years ago, And they see that. That doesn't create respect, family. Excuse me. That creates disrespect. And that's all we've been shown, man. They killed this dude in the street, and we're literally saying, oh, well, was he in there still? Even if he was stealing something, which I'm not saying he was or nothing looking at that camera footage, but even if he was, that means go gun him down in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying? They did that because they don't have any respect for us, because we don't have our own. You know what I'm saying? And even in, even in your family, you know what I'm saying? The mother and the father, I don't want to say those that respect their child, but they respect their child more if that child was to go out and go get their own. You know what I'm saying? We are children of America. We are Americans. And a lot of people think we ain't, but look up the 1867 Webster's Dictionary, and the definition for American was copper-colored people. You ain't copper-colored? I know I am. So, you know what I'm saying? If we want to get all into that. But, we have got to create respect, family. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, and like I said earlier, that's not, yes, massa and bowing down to them. It's the respect that when you beat up that school bully and the next day you see him in the hallway, he gives you that respect. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's beat you up a couple of times, that one time you get him, I'm just talking about from my experience, but you know what I'm saying? That one time that you get him, that next day you see him, or even later on in that day when he sees you, that's respect. You know what I'm saying? He don't fool with you, he don't mess with you, but he ain't gonna try to hurt you no more. And that's what we need, family. You know what I'm saying? Over these 400 something odd years, that's what we need to do. So definitely, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to come down on my people. A lot of people talking about, you always, coming down. Nobody want to listen if you're, talking about us, but we need this, family. You know what I'm saying? And, I post this stuff publicly because I don't care who hears. And everybody talking about, well, you shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be saying that. I mean, I don't care who hears. At least they know that we're trying to form a plan to defend ourselves against y'all, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, getting muddy and bloody, or whether it be taking money out of your pockets. This shit's got to stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? This has got to stop, all this. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are watching on the news the same thing that we watched on the news. You know what I'm saying? We were watching on the news the same thing our parents were watching on the news, man. We gonna keep on with this cycle? Because if we don't get together and get to ourselves and get to a comfortable place to where we can, you know what I'm saying, heal ourselves and build for ourselves, you're going to keep on watching cases like Brother Armand. You're going to keep on watching cases like Philando Castile and Trayvon Martin, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? It's sad I even have to say the list goes on. You know? So, yeah, like I said, next up, so we got our General Melly Queen in Queen's Corner, and she's going to be talking about what are we doing? Because what are we doing, family? We're not doing too much. We're doing the same thing we did in the 60s. We're doing the same thing we did in the 50s, 40s, 30s. So, General Melly Queen.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Come on in the Queen's Corner. Today is May the 13th, 2020. First of all, I would like to give a salute and all power to all black media platforms. Keep bringing us the truth for us and by us. Now, black family, I know a lot of people do not want to talk about it or feeling certain ways about different things. But I'm just trying to see what is wrong with the majority of us. Why are we at a standstill as a group of people, as a collective of people? We see that these people have no concern for us, nor our children, nor our livelihoods, nor our well-being. Why are we continuing to fall for what is going on? It boggles my mind, the submissiveness of my people. We are African warriors. And if we don't remember who we are, what are we here for? What future are we giving to our children? Why are we not responding appropriately to the attacks that are being brought against us? No, I'm not telling anybody to run out there and be a martyr. And I know I hear a lot of people saying we're not ready for war. But what are we going to do? Keep sitting here and waiting for them to decide when they want to attack? So what you going to do then? Just throw up your hands and, we're not ready for war, and they going to stop shooting? Hell no, because they killing our children anyway. What are you all prepared to do? We need land. We need collectiveness. We need to be riding together. I want to say rest in power to these children that we have lost since February. Brother Ahmad, who was 25 years old, out of Georgia. Brother Sean, who was 21. Brother Mikhail, who was 19. Both of those were out of Indianapolis. Brother Sean Reed, 17 shots from the pigs. Brother Adrian, 26, out of Houston, Texas. The pigs also. No, I correct that. He was 48. And then we have Sister Brianna, 26, who was an EMT at her house. They knocked on the door with a drug search warrant and put 8 bullets in her. What the hell are we going to do? If we do not come together as a people and make moves that are productive for the protection of our children, what are we here for? We need land. Brother Noble has the Unity Community in Colorado. We need land. We need to become more self-sufficient. We need to teach our children who they are. We need to build our immune systems. Start eating right. Do things that counteract the negativity and the evil that you have been taught all your life. It's time to break these chains. Let it go so that we can focus on us and repairing us and protecting our babies. What are you going to do? It's time for us to stop being weak, family. Focus on us, do for us, and leave all others to the side. Stay prepared, stay ready.
All right, so yeah, man, that's definitely, you know what I'm saying, and You know, I love General Melly. She's always, shouting us out because, she's on the same level. She knows what we're trying to do here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? And let me make it clear for y'all. We are developing 35 acres of land and we're turning it into a black community. A black community that will have 125 businesses and 200 homes. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people say, oh, that can never happen and stuff. And if you're one of those people, just go on somewhere, man. Wait for the football season to start and all that. You know what I'm saying? But here on Mile High News, when I created it, I wanted this show to be about, you know what I'm saying, ideas. And I wanted it to be about, you know what I'm saying, trying to come to a conclusion of this white supremacy towards us. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing I was trying to create was solutions. You know what I'm saying? Not just sitting up there talking about people, y'all need to do this and wake up and you woke and all that. That don't matter, man. As long as you got that fundamental love for your people, then, we can work with that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, General Melly. So next up, we got our brother Sharif, and he's going to be talking about making profitable businesses during this coronavirus. So, Brother Sharif.
Peace, family. This is Brother Sharif Alim reporting for the Mile High News. Tonight, on my edition, I want to talk about businesses that we can start up during this coronavirus that might be profitable. As a community, the black community is last on every economic indicator. But when serious things happen, like coronavirus, it creates a change. And anytime there's a change, man, there's an opportunity for a new business idea. Now, we've seen that happening around our community since this coronavirus has been going on. Let me start off by saying, since this has been going on, I've been selling masks. Been getting pre-made masks, buying them in bulk from a wholesaler, and then I sell them on the streets and make a profit. A lot of people have been making their own mask at home with a sewing machine and just a little ingenuity, and they're selling their mask on Facebook, on Instagram. And, some of y'all out there have really built up a nice business with these masks. It's something that everybody needs right now. A lot of these businesses are requiring that people wear masks when they come in these businesses. So, family, we need to take advantage of that opportunity and get into the mask game. If you can't buy none already made for a cheap price and make a profit, then be creative. Make up your own mask at home with your own colors and your own fabric. It's very simple to do. A lot of people are doing that, and they're supplementing their income, man. So, one sister on the internet, she said she quitting her job because she, made this business, started this business making her masks, and, she didn't tapped into something within herself. So that's a great thing, family. We need to take advantage of this opportunity while we can. In addition to that, family, I've been seeing a lot of people online with hood kitchens. What is a hood kitchen? A kitchen that you start right in your house, and since you be on Facebook and Instagram and social media all day, you like to fix catfish, or you like to fix greens and macaroni cheese. You like to fix, fajitas or tacos or whatever spaghetti dish you got that you famous for. Take a picture of that, put it online, and tell people that you will deliver hot, fresh food. You know what I'm saying? Start you up a restaurant from your own kitchen right now. There's a lot of people stuck at the house, do not know how to cook, younger folks, and they spending all kind of money on DoorDash and Grubhub and all of that, but they want that soul food. Tap into that, family. Take pictures of your dishes that you make the best, put them online, put it on Facebook, and watch and see. 1, 2, 3, 4 people start jumping, and before you know it, you'll have a whole client list of people that you can depend on to purchase your food on a daily or weekly basis. The last thing I want to talk about, family, is sanitization, sanitizing. You know, there's a lot of businesses right out there now that are closed, but when they open up, they need their business sanitized. You know, you can just Google, go on on YouTube, watch a YouTube video on how to do deep cleaning, go purchase the products that you need to clean, and, you know, make you up some flyers, put it on Instagram or Facebook, you know, study the market out there, see what people are getting to clean office buildings, you know, and when you go in there, man, be professional, do it right, and start you up a little hood business, man, like sanitizing things. You know, it's some of these apartment complexes around here that you could go to and say, hey, man, people are moving in and out all the time. I will sanitize the apartment. A lot of times when you move into these apartments, they'll just clean it out, vacuum the floor, maybe paint, but they don't really sanitize nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? You might go to an office building and say, I can sanitize your place once or twice a week for this amount of money. You know, we got to be creative in certain ways, family, but there's opportunities out there if we're seeking them. So I gave you 3 potential businesses that you could start. Number 1, making masks. Number 2, the hood kitchen. And number 3, a sanitizing business where, you know, you can make an amount of money, man, to supplement what you are already doing from your job, or you might start these businesses and make more money that you ever made doing a job and create an opportunity for yourself. Let's look for opportunities during this coronavirus, family. Peace.
That's right, fam. So yeah, we got we got to make something out of this. That's what I'm saying. If we've been on this lockdown or whatever you want to call it for all this long, and if you haven't came up with anything to empower yourself, then you know what I'm saying, what's going on? It's time to get on the ball, fam. You know, I got a lot of people, I got a lot of family and friends who are being laid off, and you know, it's time to hustle. It's time to grind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about hustling on the corner or nothing, but you know, whatever. But they're trying to, they need to get up and make something out of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, because this lockdown could come down to where it can be forever. You know what I'm saying? The way stuff is going, it's going just how they want to. You know what I'm saying? They've got it off them. The Asians got it off them. And you know what I'm saying? It was really never on the Hispanic community or, you know what I'm saying, anybody else. But they got it right to the people who they wanted to. Aim, boop, hit the target. You know what I'm saying? So now they're trying to, you know, open up stuff back up while people are still dying and, you know what I'm saying, still catching more cases. You know, like Colorado has a real high cases here. You know what I'm saying? So we just need to worry about ourselves, fam. And you know what I'm saying, from this year on. It should have been from years ago on, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, right now is the best time to try it out. You know what I'm saying? When all else fails, try unity. And I guarantee y'all, fam, it's going to work. What I'm going to do, it's going to work, fam. You know what I'm saying? You do it in your city, or even if you move on out to Colorado, you know what I'm saying, and join us. It's going to work. You know what I'm saying? We just got to work it. So definitely. Next up, we got our brother Che, and he's going to be talking about the Freedmen's Bureau and Tangibles 2020.
Brother Che, reporting from Mile High News, and I will be discussing the Freedmen's Bureau of 1865. Before Black Wall Street, there was the Freedmen's Bureau in 1865. Blacks had our own land, government, and military due to Special Field Order Number 15. Corrective action, the United States Congress gave to the formerly enslaved African Americans, now better known as foundational Black Americans, descendants of slavery, on March 3rd, 1865. Freedmen's Bureau, formerly known as the Bureau of Refugees, Freedmen, and Abandoned Lands, was established in 1865 by Congress to help millions of former blacks slaves and poor whites in the South in the aftermath of the Civil War. The Freedmen's Bureau provided food, housing, and medical aid, established schools, and offered legal assistance. It also attempted to settle former slaves on land confiscated or abandoned during the Civil War. The Bureau was created by an act of Congress on March 3rd, 1865, 2 months before the Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered to the Union's Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia, effectively ending the Civil War. Intended as a temporary agency to last the duration of the war, and 1 year afterwards, the Bureau was placed under the authority of the War Department, and the majority of its original employees were Civil War soldiers. Did you know Howard University at HBCU in Washington, D.C. was established in 1867 and named for Oliver Howard, one of the founders and head of the Freedmen's Bureau. He served as the university's president from 1869 to 1874. Oliver Otis Howard, a Union general, was appointed commissioner of the Bureau in May of 1865. From the start, the Bureau faced resistance from a variety of sources, including many white Southerners. Another leading opponent was President Andrew Johnson, who assumed office in April 1865 following the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. When Congress introduced a bill in February 1866 to extend the Bureau's tenure and give it new legal powers, Johnson vetoed the proposed legislation on the grounds that it interfered with states' rights, gave preference to one group of citizens over another, and imposed a huge financial burden on the federal government, among other issues. So, as Dr. Clyde Anderson always tells us, this was corrective action. It was meant to correct action resulting in the greatest crime in U.S., if not world history, which was chattel slavery, the greatest crime in human history. And from the very beginning, the Freedmen's Bureau faced opposition. And we look till today, family, in 2020, and we're facing opposition just for demanding our tangibles, just for demanding our reparations. So they said it couldn't be done. They said that they would never give us land. They would never give us land, resources. But the Freedmen's Bureau proved that wrong. And despite Andrew Jackson vetoing it, it still progressed for a total of 7 years. 7 years after the Civil War, the Freedmen's Bureau was helping blacks get on our feet after being newly freed from slavery. And reparations, tangibles in 2020 will help us to do the same. So, with that being said, family, peace, love, and black empowerment.
And yeah, definitely, because that's something we need to stick to too. You know what I'm saying? And like I always say, even if we don't get it, we can at least try, fam. At least try to try to get what's owed to us if we don't build it for ourselves, which is what I, want to do. Because while you building it for yourself, shoot, you could be, trying to get it from other people too. You know what I'm saying? They can see your effort, like, okay, they ain't playing, so let's really sit down on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just something to think about. So definitely. Next up, we got our brother Shabaka. He's going to be talking about the coronavirus update for California and what's going on out there, Brother Shabaka.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Yeah, this is Shabaka Sankore, West Coast correspondent for Mile High News. I'm just giving you here some latest figures on the coronavirus update. As of May 9th, 2020, the cases in Southern California is as follows. In Ventura County, they have 2,631 cases. Los Angeles County, 30,296. San Bernardino County is 2,629. Orange County is 3,240. Riverside County is 4,756. So that is a total amount of 43,552 cases in Southern California. Also, too, in regard to Northern California, as we do know, we had mentioned previously that Tesla Corporation is in defiance of the stay-at-home orders under Alameda County. They're opening back up because they're a big-time multi-corporation. Of course, we do know that this here is corporate greed. In addition to the city of Fremont, in which Tesla is located, the police department there is not issuing them any citations. They're not fining them or anything of that nature right there as well. Okay, I want to mention that. Also, too, is that there's 2,789 deaths as of that date. In addition to, in regard to the case of Mr. Ahmaud Arbery, okay, we know what it is. It's white supremacists that's going out there that's killing us. And I've came across information last night of a white supremacist blog talk show, and I'm not going to say their name, not giving them any recognition. But however, they are based in Tennessee. They are pretty much stating that this quote-unquote nigger got what he deserved is because allegedly he had been going on to some construction sites trying to steal. Now, my question is, if he was trying to steal, why is he just out there in jogging shorts in broad daylight trying to steal? So therefore, of course, you know that is a fucking insult to our intelligence. So therefore, black family, what we have to do is that we have to defend ourselves, get out there on a pistol range, protect your babies, protect your family, protect yourselves, is because I am of the opinion is that they're getting ready to come with a purge. Okay, the dump regime, and when I say the dump regime, I mean that as in human shit. They're talking about opening up the country again, so they cronies and the cronies that they're for their big business partners to go ahead and make their money. Is because, you know, they're losing money due to a lack of production, and then with this stay-at-home order. Now, in Orange County and in Ventura County, which is a lily white ass area, of course, you know, they letting them go out there to the beach. Of course, you know, these people are well off, you know, they're making money, you know, they don't want to be inside. And then, of course, you know, they want the corporations to go out there and to make the money, so therefore they can keep getting their dividends and keep growing their bank accounts while our people are out here starving. This here is time for innovation, black family, what we must do for ourselves, for us and by us. Let all these other groups go out here and hold their own nuts, is because we are not caping for no more groups. You know, fuck all of them, okay? And the reason being, black family, is because once again, it is up to us to take care of us. I'm Shabaka Sankore, and in addition to I stand with the Democratic Republic of the Congo, is that we are not guinea pigs in Africa, and Africans are not lab rats, and Africa is not a laboratory. So therefore, do not take any of these damn injections, do not go to the damn doctor at all. It's because they're going to try to put this damn vaccine on you with the RFID microchips in it. Okay, and by the way, fuck Bill Gates. To me, in my opinion, you know, he is diabolical. Let him go take his own vaccines, and hopefully his ass will get it, because if he wants to depopulate the earth, let that motherfucker go off there and go kill himself right along with that son of a bitch by the name of Chris Christie, who used to be the governor of New Jersey, talking about that we got to make great sacrifices for the American economy. Fuck them. Shabaka Sankore for Mile High News.
So yeah, definitely, man. That's right. You know, the people think that this stuff is going away. It's still here. It's still here, and it's causing havoc. But you know what I'm saying? It's causing havoc on the people who they want it to, which is us. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're the face of it or not, they're trying to make it seem like it is. So you know what I'm saying. Some people got to be dying, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm seeing a lot of friends and family saying they have it too. You know what I'm saying, and they know people who died from it. So it's getting close to home. So we really got to think about building for ourselves and separating, man. I'm going to scream this forever. You know what I'm saying. That's what I want this show to pretty much focus on. Even though we're a news channel, that's news to us because some people don't even know this news. They don't even know that the news is we should come together. You know what I'm saying? So yes, definitely we got our brother Sekou and Sekou's Corner. So brother Sekou.
All right, thank you very much, and let the church say amen. We might as well get that out the way. And all praises to that which is most high. We are in the best and worst times. And today we are at the community garden across the street from the Dahlia Square Senior facility, a living facility, where people are learning how to do for self. And so we have purchased some lots here of land to garden with. And as a response to them shutting down the building and our food bank, we decided that we were going to grow the food ourselves and feed ourselves and not be counting on nobody else or the charity or corporations like Whole Foods and whatnot who want to give us stuff that is dated. And it's good stuff, don't get me wrong, it's good stuff. And we've had to sort through that and get the good stuff out of that. And we are eternally grateful for that. But now is the time for us to do it for ourselves and get the best food that's available coming from our own community, coming out of our own land, and coming from our own hands. Now, the example for this is a teaching tool to teach us how to farm again on a small level. These are small 8x10 plots. And we are bringing the children out to teach them how to do that. And also the adults how to be present with family and do this like we used to do it as a unit, a self-supporting unit, not individual, group. Now, when we talk about taking on larger projects, such as that which we got going on with 30 acres, what better teaching tool to learn now how to do something bigger? So we are starting small, thinking big. And the inspiration came from us going through the struggle of developing larger quantities of land and doors open, and this was just an open door that we took advantage of. Now, we financed this ourselves through the campaign funds that was coming through the committee to elect me as United States Senate. We are putting that work back into the community, that money back into the community. So it's not going to be wasted on a bunch of flyers. It's not going to be wasted on a bunch of signs and things and trying to get people to come out and vote. No, we're going to give you something concrete, something tangible now, so that you will know when we get elected, this is what we're going to do, just on a larger scale. That's it. And we're not asking for folks to give us nothing but what they would normally give that's going to be squandered on things that are not going to build community. So after the election, we will still have these plots as an educational tool. And we will move that on down the road into Walsenburg. And so the shout comes out to the youth. Listen, as old as I am, if I can get out here and do this, you can. All right? You can do this. All right? And we need your help because I can't do this for too long. Ain't no sense to be lying about it. I need your helps here. You know what I'm saying? So youth have got to come together with old folks. And the name of this game is called Old School Unite with New School, Close the Generation Gap. And so as we pass on this to the youngsters, we are making a contribution to making their life better than what ours was. All right? I've already been blessed. All right? The generation before me, pick that cotton. I ain't never picked no cotton. Ain't no sense in talking about it. That kept me from going to straight up Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Okay. So I've been truly blessed to be alive so I can share this and pass this on. So support the Walsenburg Project. For real. And I'm again sharing again that I want folks to match what I'm doing, all right? $50 a month. $50 a month. I'm on Social Security disability. I'm below the poverty line. But this is about commitment to the future. And the future is now. Now. Now is the time. So we must seize the time, do the small things that will get us to the big things, and think big, not small. Think big and then do the small steps that you got to do to get to where you want to go. It's like climbing a mountain. It's a one step at a time. Don't seem like much, but in the process, you'll end up climbing 15,000 feet peaks. And it's going to take time. We must be patient. So everybody relax, all right? Because there's things that we can do now. We just have to be very vigilant about how we go about doing it, all right? Because this coronavirus is for real. So do the distancing, do the masks, do the washing your hands and things, watch, what you touch and what not. Don't go crazy with it where you got to clean the bathroom 25 times a day. No, we ain't talking about none of that because you ain't using it like that. So relax, do the things that you know that you can do the rational things, do the logical things, and ain't nothing more logical than land. From land, you get power. You cannot build a community in the air. You ain't got that kind of money for the spaceship. All right? And even though Elijah Muhammad still might be circling around in it, he ain't beaming me down or beaming me up. So we can do this, but it's going to be on the ground. All right? Stay in touch with Mile High News. Send the money in. Want to come down, do some labor? Let's come do some work. If you ain't got no money, we will organize the transportation, and at least we'll give you the water and the food to keep you in the game. We can make this happen. Together, we stand. Divided, we die. Ready for the revolution.
Yep, that's right, fam. We're trying to do it. Brother Sekuz, he's trying to get some practice for out there, and we're gonna make it happen out there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to grow, as much of stuff as we can. I got some people from Arkansas, and they gave me a whole bunch of seeds. That's where the best seeds are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm growing everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing, yams, squash, turnip greens, butter beans, and everything. I got so many I can't even name them all. The cantaloupe, I got some of them too. So yeah, let's think about uniting, fam. That's your homework till next week. Let's unite, because it's gonna be the only way, fam. And I can sit up here and talk about this and talk about that, but it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all, fam. So thank y'all for joining this week's episode of Mile High News, episode 26. 26, we've been getting it in, family. All through the Rona and everything. You know what I'm saying? I even, lost my dad through this. You know what I'm saying? But we're still going. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to make this something to where our people can depend on. And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and I'm trying to get money for my community because that's what we need. So tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to put the link to the new GoFundMe page. And you guys see what we're all about. We're not no crooks, you know what I'm saying? If you think I'm a crook and stealing, report me to dang GoFundMe, and I bet you they'll see that this is real too. You know what I'm saying? I do videos from in the land all the time. We're all out there a lot more now. Now that the shutdown is starting to, you know what I'm saying, go off. We're going to be going up there a lot more and then, potentially living there, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what, I want out of this city life, man. There's nothing exciting for me about it, you know what I'm saying? Especially now, this shit's dangerous, really. For real. So yeah, man, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube page. You know, like I always say, Facebook be tripping, man. So it ain't no telling when they gonna kick us off of this month for good. For good, you know what I'm saying? But we will definitely be on YouTube. Next week we're gonna try to get in live. If not, we'll be back with more of the Mile High Newsers. And I love y'all, fam. You know, all I do this for is for my people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my kids and my wife, and you know, they're all my people, so they're all included in this too, and y'all are included in that. You know, believe it or not, you know, I could just be taking this 35 acres and say, hey, I'm gonna have a house with 35 acres on it. You know what I'm saying? Forget that. But no, you know what I'm saying? I would miss my people too much too. I miss spades games and dominoes and hanging out and learning about my history and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I do it for, is y'all, fam. Real talk, because y'all are you. Y'all are you. Y'all are me, and I am you. We got to think like that. You know what I'm saying? My success is your success. Your success is my success. That's the only way we're going to push on through this. You know? So, peace, love, and black empowerment. See y'all next week. Peace.